that lasting ripple effect that you cause is going to push you in the right direction. And sometimes that means you have to endure rejection.
We're Nature's Disco. And every week we come on here to just boogie with y'all, chatting about all things that make us happy and light us up. We dive deep to connect with each other, with ourselves, and our lovely and beautiful Mother Earth. And we do this through our process coined Embrace Earth's Energy. So let's dive in.
Nature's Disco community. What are we talking about today, Maz?
Episode 4. Today, we are chatting about rejection. All things rejection. Rejection is protection. Rejection is redirection. We've heard it here, and if you haven't heard it, you've heard it here first. So that's what we're chatting about. And within our experience as performers. So
right.
Rejection can be within so many aspects of our lives.
Rejection is in so many aspects of everyone's life. But because of our experience and because of, you know, what we are feeling talking about today, let's dive into the performing arts aspect of it in career. Disco ball!
Never not touch it. Dive in.
Hurling rock through space.
I was getting ready.
What do you find your default setting is when it comes to rejection?
Default. Wow. I just think of my phone like, default setting, default, what's your default?
It's like a transformer, like activating default setting. Rejection.
You know? I mean, it always depends on, if we're talking about the default setting, but I think it always depends on where you're at in life, where the freaking moon is at. And where I'm not kidding.
Ain't that the truth, though?
It's so true.
I felt it with my whole soul. I think that's why I giggled, because I felt very seen in that.
Yeah. Because I think about, if I'm going along the lines of auditions most recently and the most consistent rejections we are experiencing these days.
Bring it in.
I think I was so surrendered, and I was even talking about it like, I'm so unattached. I don't even care what happens. Great. And then as you start to feel like things are moving, or you get a call back, you get an invited call, you hear about things happening, you put more pressure on it. I was putting more pressure on it, which is wild. Because you go through and you're having these experiences, and it almost becomes your normal to go to an audition, to show up, to be there, to say, okay, here I am, take me or leave me. And whatever happens is going to happen. I know I showed up and I did what I did, and they're either looking for me or they're not.
Right.
And then as the ball starts to roll, or you even see other people getting things, or the comparison with Instagram, it's a whole new level. I feel like that then puts extra external pressures on it. It's like that fire is lit up underneath you, and I think that is where the default comes in, because when the fire is lit underneath you, which way do you lean? Are you scared of the rejection, or do you fully center yourself in, if there is rejection, I'm going to be okay on the other side of that? You know?
She's lit. This is good.
Because I'm thinking of it.
I should have taken notes.
I'm so exploring it right.
Take those notes. Come on. Where's my notebook? Get out my pen.
Leading from an audition perspective, and being a performer. You go to an audition, it becomes your normal routine. Then
it's like your job.
And you're like, okay, I'm so surrendered. Well, that almost could be called easy because it becomes your norm. Nothing shifts, nothing changes other than you showing up, knowing what to expect. What then changes is then I see you and I want to see more of you, says casting, says whoever, says other people. That is when, how are you reacting? What's happening? What is the default? So now that I've explored the entire question and unpacked that
and helped everyone understand it even better and self-reflect on it, thank you. Yeah, keep going.
Where is my default? Is a great question.
Yeah.
So that's it. End of show.
End of episode.
End of episode. Thank
Everyone,
you so
get
much.
out your journal. Where is your default setting when the fire is lit and you have an expectation?
The fire is lit.
Of what you would like to happen or what you have been used to, and then you got a taste of a little bit more of it, and that dream comes a little closer, or that reality that you have been dreaming about is now starting to become your reality, or now you can really taste it and everyone around you is tasting it and they're all living it, and it's like you're still showing up, and what is that default setting? And that practice in itself of having the awareness of where you're at and what expectations you're putting onto a specific thing is really helpful when that rejection either comes or doesn't. But if it does come, how to honor your feelings, be where you're at, and also know that there is what is for you won't miss you.
Oh, yeah.
And all of these sayings, right? All these sayings on signs that you smack on your wall and you're like, yeah, easier said than done. But that true surrender of I gave it my all. I did my best with the circumstances that I was in. It was a Tuesday, and sometimes my voice is a little creaky on a Tuesday, but I'm going to lead with grace and give myself kindness, extend myself kindness, and know that if rejection does come, then maybe it's redirection to point me into a feeling that I have to explore deeper, or well, it's a trailhead of how we get to know ourselves better, because in those moments that you were talking about so brilliantly is like when that fire is lit and that rejection comes, what's your default setting?
Yeah, because it's not linear.
No.
It's not linear either. So I really feel like that saying of what's for you won't miss you is something that we've been saying for a long time.
Yeah.
And I truly, deeply feel that.
Yeah.
It's like it is in my cells. But then there are moments where you're observing the thought that's happening, but you know deeply underneath that, the base of where that thought rests on is what's for you won't miss you.
Yeah.
So as long as you deeply settle something there, it's like it's talking to yourself the way that you would talk to your best friend, the way that you're somebody very close in your life would give you the kindness, the encouragement. That base is you to yourself as your best friend, your best rooting for you, cheerleader, caretaker, whoever is just loving on you and supporting you hard, I think is that base. And what words is that base saying?
Right.
And that base is saying, what's for you won't miss you. Trust it. Keep doing your thing if it feels right.
Right.
It's exactly what you said. It allows you to go deep into, okay, that came up in that situation of rejection. Why? Where is that from? What is that?
What stories are we telling ourselves? What stories are we living by? What is going on in the subconscious that is having an input on what your thoughts and feelings are when you are confronted with something. Don't base your worth off of what you do.
Base your worth off of who you are.
Yes, and that is so much more than, like, we can't even comprehend, because we all play roles in life, right? And then that is how we introduce ourselves. That's how we connect with each other. That's how we get to understand ourselves a bit more. But it's like, okay, so then what are those roles teaching you? What are those underlying subconscious thoughts or feelings or traits that you have that make up who you are? We're not a job that we can get. But when we work on who we are and bring that into every room that we walk into, then you are just sharing who you are, and it doesn't matter if they say yes or no to you. But that energy and that lasting ripple effect that you cause is going to push you in the right direction. And sometimes that means you have to endure rejection. Our default setting then is a product of all of the experiences we have had from childhood to teenage years, adolescence. I mean, woof, what times, what a time that was. And then in your adult life too.
I mean, woof is right.
Like,
woof.
So
what a time.
As we sit here now, 30 years in, with all of those experiences behind us, it's the unlearning of all of those experiences then, you know, equating to your worth. And if you go in for this thing and you get rejected, then you're not worthy of it.
Right.
We're like, no.
The fact that I could finish your sentence, you know?
Exactly.
Right.
Your innate worthiness is just it's your birthright.
Right.
Your birthright is that you are worthy.
A miracle born out of a hole.
A miracle.
It's wild.
So the fact that we endure rejection is like, okay, let's welcome it in then with open arms, because it is then going to redirect you or protect you, and we're gonna need to know which way to go.
Totally.
And that rejection gives us that path.
Yep. And I think it's the peeling back of the layers within it all, and realizing where your default shadow side is within that. Because that can build that base layer and get you through a whole damn lot. So if it is the I didn't get this, so the judgment of others, I didn't get this, so I'm talentless, I didn't get this, so I won't make money, I didn't get this, so I won't have joy. What is that? That's not easy little work, you know.
No.
That's the deep stuff. But I think that is where I feel so blessed to be able to have so many experiences of rejection, of building new perspectives, and being endlessly inspired.
Yeah.
For myself.
For sure.
To see how far you can go, but also with other people, and also exploring the thought of, okay, well, why do I want the thing? Because that's also a valid question within it all.
Yeah.
So I think rejection and where that default setting is when that happens can really show you and guide you towards so much.
Yeah.
And then the clearing within it all. I mean, then that is where your energy and your energetic resume when you walk into the room is going to speak volumes.
Yeah. Because you know who you are and you know what you offer. And in a casting perspective, they're fitting puzzle pieces together. They have a whole They have a whole painting that you don't know what colors they need. You don't know what they're even looking for. But if you know who you are and you can bring that into a room, then you make their job easier, because it's either a yes, a no, or a, oh my God, I didn't even know our painting, our canvas needed this. But this person is like, book them. Like that's it. And that's where we give so much of our power away to other people. And we're like, okay, well, tell me yes, tell me no. Like, what should my life be? Is this right? Is this not? Where it's like, how can we take ownership of our life and say, this is what I want. This is how I want to operate. This is who I am. And when I walk in the room, I'm going to show people exactly who I am. And if I fit, awesome. If I don't, awesome. Because then you also have no idea what other things casting is looking for behind the table. I mean, I've been behind the table where people don't get called for that job, but something else that someone's working on, they're like, oh, wait, give me that person's information. So you have no idea.
No idea.
You have no idea. And this is also in hindsight, y'all, because it is not easy when you get that no, where you're like, wait, what do you mean? It's like, okay, you got to take time to sit with that. But you have no idea what they are looking for. And honestly, it's not even worth your time to figure it out. Yeah. Because you'll never know. You will never know. Yeah. And that's okay, because it's not your job to know. It is your job to walk into the room, be exactly who you are, execute whatever they want you to in your own light, be respectful and do the thing that they need you to do and need to see from you. And let them know who you are, because that's like so much of it as well. Talented people, but also like who you are as a person means a lot, because you are with people. If we're talking like Broadway and we're talking about touring, we're talking about regional theater, whatever shows, it's like 8 times a week. In different jobs. Sometimes you're doing the show multiple times a day. Right. It's like sometimes you're living in apartments with people. You're living on cruise ships with people. You're traveling internationally, or you're traveling nationally, or you have your home in New York or wherever theater you're at, and then you're seeing people every single day. And the more you know who you are, the more then you can offer to not just a casting room, but then when you do get that yes, you can offer so much of who you are to your environment. Like, that's such a beautiful opportunity to share and connect with people. And if that takes a million rejections for learning who you are and asking yourself those deeper questions, then once you walk into that room and you get a yes, sick. Run like the wind.
And that's the power of it too. It's also so unexpected. Yeah. So when you have that trust in the universe and that groundedness and that knowing who you are and that confidence when you enter the room for who you are and that worthiness and that celebration for even entering a room and showing up.
I mean, what bravery that takes.
It's bravery. It's
and what
courage.
Deep surrender.
It's incredible. It's so unique, this industry, because it's so unexpected, which we can look at in 2 different perspectives. You can look at the unpredictable as something that stifles you and where you're going and your growth, or you can look at the unpredictable on the opposite scale as something that is an advantage.
And how can you look at it and continuously gain perspective, so that way when rejection comes, you can see it as protection or redirection, or you open rejection with open arms, because if you know you're going to get 10 no's, but that 11th try is going to be a yes, you're going to get those no's out right away, and you're going to keep trying because you know that 11th thing is going to be the yes. So like,
totally.
Let's open rejection. Let's be open to rejection with open arms.
Because shit, you don't know what the universe has planned for you.
And you have no idea what it has planned for you.
No idea.
You have no idea. We are creative beings, and our imagination is incredible. But like, things are going to happen that supersede what your imagination has come up with. And that's why when manifesting, tapping back on the last episode, when you manifest, it's like, this is what I want. This is what I see. And I'm also open to what serves the greatest good and whatever surprises that would blow me away and leave me in awe. I mean, the words are simple, right? You got to embrace rejection. But how do you do that? You get to know yourself first. You get to know what rejection brings up for you. You get to know and befriend your smaller self that has gone through a lot of stuff and probably has connected their worth to what you do, when that's totally not the case. You are innately worthy. So unlearning a lot of things along the way.
We've embraced rejection wholeheartedly in so many. That's really good. That's actually.
Rip it out of your chest for the people just listening. We rip the heart out of our chest and we go, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. That's wholeheartedly.
That's so good.
Thank you, community, for just jiving with us on this one. Check in. You're doing great.
You're doing
love you.
Absolutely
mean
fantastic.
It.
Just remember, you're a miracle.
You're a miracle. And you are innately worthy as you are. Poop. Chest bumps. Bop. Okay.